Hey guys, this is Kevin, one of the street rod muscle car techs at Speedway Motors, coming to you from my house. Like a lot of you staying at home these days during this crazy time we're living in, working from home as well. So we're trying to do our part to stay connected the best we can. So part of our project here is to do a little shop tour of our own personal garages. Let you see what we do in our spare time, how we live, and just a little interesting facts as we go along here. This house here I actually bought from my parents. So the garage, I spent many nights with my dad back in the day. We ran NHRA stock class with the 69 Chevelle SS for quite a few years, big block car. He was a mechanic his whole life. He was actually on the 4X sprint car crew back with Jan Opperman, Doug Wolfgang. His stepfather was KB Carr, who had car service, which was actually just down the street from the original Speedway Motors store back with Bill Smith there. So starting out, just got the toolboxes. This side of the garage is basically the work area, bolt bends, pretty much just stuff everywhere. 40 plus years of hoarding stuff between my dad and myself. So a little history here on the wall. My father has since passed away in the 90s, but I still have his handwriting up on the wall there with phone numbers. A little bit's hard to see there, but scratched on there of all the part stores. Raceland. You guys remember Raceland here in Lincoln, Nebraska? Shout out to Clark, who's one of our techs as well. This calendar has been on the garage wall since 1971. Couple parts here. I actually started out with a 1-inch bore master on my car. So of course, running 4-wheel disc brakes, I'm going to try an 1.125 bore. Try to get a little more volume so they work a little better. And of course, since I'm tearing the brakes apart, got to add a roll control. Do them smoky burnouts, sure does help. My dad's old toolbox here, Mac tools, jam-packed. That's just the socket drawer. Pretty much full of any tool that you would need to work on a car. The many years we spent collecting tools, and with him being a tool dealer, helped out as well. Just rolling through, this is my back workbench here, parts washer. Nice little mouse trap I made for the winter. Weather's turning nice, so haven't had many. Just a bunch of parts that have been saved up over the years. Even though it's a 2-stall, sure feels like about a 1-stall anymore, because got just about enough room to squeak on through and work on stuff on this side. Hydraulic jack, bandsaw, drill press. Out here a couple guys that we just made out of spare parts. I've got actually quite a few different versions of this hanging all over my house. This top one here, I was teaching my daughter how to weld. She actually put that one together. Just kind of fun stuff, a lot of spare parts you can just throw together and get creative and make stuff. And of course on this side is my 54 Bel Air 4-door. Bought this car a long time ago. It's been a work in progress for over 15 years. Started out as a 235 6-cylinder power glide car, all original. Have since put a big block in it, 454, aluminum heads, aluminum intake, running Phytech fuel injection on there. Our Bill's bracket alternator bracket there with the Speedway alternator. Power brake conversion, moved it up to the firewall from under the floor. And of course, that's the one I'm going to be changing out to the 1.125 bore. 31 wide double pass radiator to help keep that big block cool. Nice 6-pass transmission cooler as well. Of course, I had to fab everything up in order to get that radiator in there. Everything gets a little tight as far as space gets whenever you go shoehorning a big block into these cars. This car here was all original paint, and the body is really straight on it. Hardly any rust. All the trim was there. Glass is in decent shape for the age of the vehicle, but just an overall nice four-door vehicle. Put on some rally wheels. The hubcaps I actually mated original hubcaps with the centers out of the mushroom caps that went on the GM rallies and fit those on there. So got a little creative and trying to make something a little different. Interior is all original yet. Original door panels that are falling apart. Work in progress. Someday we'll get to the interior. Got a low car shifter for a turbo 400. Updated throttle pedal, brake pedal. Original steering. Did put the Omega gauges in it. See if I can get a little better look at that. Had to kind of fab up my own panel to get them to work in there, but they fit pretty nice, and I think they look pretty good. Work pretty good as well. Out back, I've got a 10-bolt posi out of a Gen 2 Camaro. Of course, did an open drive shaft conversion on the vehicle. Just all updated. Updated rear leaf spring conversion as well when I did that. Couple old cabinets from back in the day with my dad's shops that he worked in. And of course the license plate wall and sticker wall and all that fun stuff as well. Well, that's my project. Maybe next video I'll actually fire it up, get it out, and maybe we'll do a smoky burnout for you. So what we want to see is your shops, what you're working on and what you're doing these days. I'm talking to a lot of you guys. You got a lot of time at home. You're finally getting around to that build. So let's show them off. Let's see what you're working on, whether it be a bike, a model, your car, your garage, whatever it may be. We want to see it. So share it with us. And thanks a lot for stopping by. Have a great day.